I just consider myself a bad person, a bad child. I didn't want to listen, I was confrontational, I was boisterous, and I was going to do the things I wanted to do irregardless of the consequences. What hurted me was being born to alcoholic parents that was emotionally and physically abusive. And that just really made me hard. I kept getting put out of school, fighting, I feel sad, and I started self-medicating. Well, I started sniffing glue at around 10 years old, and then drinking, and I started intravenously using heroin at 14. And when I did that, it made me feel kind of better. For a moment, I kept going in and out of prison and continued using drugs to medicate. But because that's the frame of mind I was in, it didn't matter. That was like a badge of honor during that period in my life. When I started working in the field I'm working in now, the mental health field, then I started getting knowledgeable about what was going on as far as my depression was concerned. You're a drug addict. You're a convict. You're a bum. You're no good. This came from my parents. Look at you. And I believed it. I took the ACE test, the Adverse Childhood Experience test, and when it was explained to me that I was severely traumatized as a child, then that helped me sort things out. See, because all my life I was told that it was me, not what happened. And I started believing something was actually wrong with me, beyond my control. My parents said, I knew it. I know something wrong with you. And I was basically told I'd never be nothing in life. Off and on, I was homeless for the better part of 31 years. We had a head start on homelessness because for the majority of my childhood, we was always being evicted. So we was acclimated into not having nowhere to stay. So when I started using drugs, and of course, all my money went into drugs, and by me already being used to being homeless, it didn't bother me that bad. Cause I would take breaks going to prison, clean myself up, come back out and shoot back into it. I had got married, and for the whole marriage, my wife took care of everything. I didn't do nothing on my own but get high. And then when she finally put me out, I was standing on the corner, and I got to thinking, there has to be a better way, because I'm looking at other people that I know I used to get high with, and they was happy. At one point, all of us was sad. And I knew right then and there that there had to be a better way, and I said, I'm gonna find it. I'm the executive director of 2 mental health facilities for the homeless mentally ill population. And also, I'm the director of a recovery community center for substance abuse. I used to respond with everything with violence. Now I understand how I treated people when I was out there, because the only difference between them and me now is just the way we look at life. They want to live like that, and it's okay. And we let them know it's okay. I want to live like this. What you're looking at is a reflection of yourself should you make a change. And what I'm looking at is a reflection of me if I go back the way I was. It begins and ends with your decision. And that motivates me. I tell them, hey, I can't fix you. I'm not trying to get you to change your mind. That's your mind, this is your life. And if you're satisfied with your quality of living, then by all means, you continue doing what you're doing. But if you're not, then you might want to consider a change. And only you can change yourself.